We've been asking, pleading, demanding this edition since the early years of Dead by Daylight. Every chapter, every update, the comment section was flooded with comments of where it was. And on May 27, 2025, Behavior made history by finally adding a way to spend blood points in bulk.
I gotta tell you, it was perfect. Perfect.
Oh, and FNAF is here too, I guess.
Up, the floor just cracked. I believe I might...
Guys, it's Springtrap. I'm actually not really a FNAF fan. I saw a game theory video or two. I saw Markiplier play one of the games. Jump scares aren't really my style, so I was never drawn to the franchise. However, I can't deny that this chapter for sure belongs in Dead by Daylight. Springtrap is an icon, Five Nights at Freddy's is a staple of the horror game genre, and most of all, people will finally stop asking for it every time Behavior releases anything that isn't FNAF. It's funny, PTPs with new killers are always a complete fucking disaster. In a fun way for the most part. When you're playing the new killer, you're performing about as well as a newborn deer learning to walk. And when you're playing against the new killer, you're dying at 5 gens. And thus we've reached the paradox of both a too weak and a too strong character. That's just everyone adjusting and figuring out the new power and counterplay. First impressions of Springtrap. I think he builds an atmosphere phenomenally. The animations are great when they're not bugging the fuck out, the security camera doors are really unique, and he has an axe with similar properties to Thor's hammer Mjolnir. It's awesome how easily he can stealth, and honestly this is the first killer in a while that I've been excited to face as a survivor. Haneke, especially on release, was a headache to face, and then there were 10 billion of them and I took a break from Survivor altogether. But the fact that the survivors can look through the cameras like it's a FNAF game is so fucking cool. Also, this is very important information, you can nod with the cameras. I'm honestly glad they didn't lean too heavily into him having 20 aspects to his power. He has an axe and can teleport through the doors. I think less is more. He has a good deal of stealth and a reasonable anti-loot power. I would have been annoyed if the most hyped killer in the game ended up being as strong as Nurse or as weak as Trapper. So him ending up in the middle of the tier list, I think is great. I had so many cool moments where I got jump scared or just had this moment of, holy shit, it's real. I'm literally being chased by Springtrap from FNAF in Freddy's Pizzeria. So damn cool. His perks are fine. Haywire was the one that stood out to me the most. Help Wanted and Phantom Fear are kind of just meh. But that's okay, the add-ons are weird as shit and I love them. I'm sure I'll get some comments that'll be like, actually he was the worst killer in the game and you're wrong for being excited. It's okay. It's PTB. Killers literally always change from beta to live release. The PTB exists for things to be tested. Test is literally in the name. Speaking of... the survivors get a little quirky on the PTB. People are DCing, tunneling, spamming lockers. It's a weird time. Though you put a bunch of Steam players into a room and they'll tear each other apart. This is not an exact look into how the FNAF chapter will look when it's released on the 17th. My advice is to let the killer breathe before tearing him apart and shoving him in a box. Let's cover the quality of life changes this update. You can no longer force second stage, unless you brought perks or offerings specific to unhooking yourself. This is great. I am sick of survivors dying early and then I feel bad for the rest of the team because they got put at a disadvantage because someone... Gamma settings. Finally, my dad can stop running into a wall every time he plays. I love the Mori update. I am sick of waiting around for the last survivor to die so I can get my Mori. Map offerings are finally nerfed. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. I hate map offerings. They have such bad vibes. Twins got an update. They got one line in the longest patch notes I've ever seen. Victor can now trigger chases with survivors. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, Victor gets chase points. Yippee. Play with your food does not get stacks though. That's a little less yippee. I'm honestly just shocked that the devs still know that the twins exist.
Spooky, scary skeletons.
To start, I don't think there's a single chapter in the horror genre that could single-handedly save or kill Dead by Daylight. And while this is a huge chapter that I think has been incorporated really well, notice how I said I think. This is my opinion, okay? This is the thoughts that I'm having in my head. I'm not saying you have to say that. I'm not saying you have to feel that. Anyway, the most reassuring parts of this update are the quality of life changes. The licenses bring people in. Updating the core game keeps them here. I'm really excited to see all the new people join the fog because of Five Nights at Freddy's. Please remember to be kind to the new gamers you meet. We've all been baby killers and survivors, and it sucked. The best way for us to improve a fundamentally bad tutorial system is to give the new players grace and show them kindness and support. I want this game to grow and to succeed. It makes me sad thinking about how many people have tried out this game and were driven away because of bad sportsmanship paired with an exceptionally difficult early game grind. Be kind, be nice, show love to people. Love is not a commodity. You have an infinite amount to give. Thank you so much to the awesome Ko-Fi people supporting the channel. I love you guys, and I'll see you next weekend.